When people first think about China, they think about yummy dim sum, the Great Wall of China, Jaden Smith, and Jackie Chan. But what you probably don't realize is the fact that 1.3 billion people living there have their human rights violated every day. Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights declares, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. Article 2 of the UDHR states, everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration, without distinction of any kind such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status.
Women in ancient and modern-day China are being mistreated due to the lack of women empowerment rights and the preference for the male species. During the dynasties of China, there were high demand for males, so when a woman was unable to bear a boy, they were frowned upon, shunned, and considered unworthy in the eyes of their families. Men had the privilege of marrying multiple wives in order for them to father a son. The power of a man is incomparable to women because of the male's ability to provide and make decisions for his family, unlike women who were seen as just baby machines and treated like maids.
The Women Population and Development Program studies the power of women at a global scale and has a vision to equal out gender empowerment measures. During one of their studies in China, they found that illiteracy rates for women in the program areas are high, sometimes 70 to 80%. Besides the high rates of illiteracy, the fate of women in China was already set the day they were born. Overall, there is a social and cultural attitude where women are inferior and discrimination tends to start at birth.
China's neighboring country, India, shares the same characteristics of women's rights as China. As wives and mothers, they are treated a little better than farmhands and baby machines. They frequently are denied inheritance, banished from their homes, and forced to live as beggars on the street. The treatment, attitude, and discrimination towards women in India are comparable to China, but India may be a little more severe. In India, many men resort to killing their wives, often by setting them afire, if they were unhappy with the dowry. According to the country's Ministry of Human Resource Development, there are 5,157 dowry murders in 1991, one every hour and 42 minutes. Albeit consequences in the faith of women may be intense, the education is the same. Across the developing world, women are withdrawn from school before boys so they can remain at home and lug water, work the fields, raise younger siblings, and help with other domestic chores. By the time girls are 10 or 12 years old, they may put in as much as 8-hour workday.
Despite China remaining very traditional about their beliefs, they have now understood that they are stereotyping women and treating them unfairly. China has started to set new laws. Women have the same rights as men in all spheres of political, economic, cultural, and social life, including family life. This ensures that women are treated equally. There are organizations such as the WPD where they enforce women's rights. This group has a vision to ensure that all women around the world are given the rights they are entitled to at birth.
Hillary Clinton once said, "Human rights are women's rights, and women's rights are human rights. Let us not forget that among those rights are the right to speak freely and the right to be heard."
Today, women around the world have jobs in political offices. Men no longer have the full power over women. From marriages and families, a woman can be the financial provider and are able to decide the number of kids they want without being frowned upon. Women are no longer known as the weaker sex because empowering women and setting new standards happen all around the world.
We chose this topic because women empowerment in China displays the struggles of women's rights throughout the world. The documentaries Half the Sky and Girl Rising often show that this topic is put aside and forgotten about. So, we as people have to bring awareness and shine light to this issue because we have to show the world that women empowerment is important and shouldn't be neglected.